Hey, YouTubers, guess who's back? Well, just for a short while, okay? I'm just coming in really, really quick because I've been gone for a while. I know. I've been gone. But forget about that. That's the past. We will not dwell on the past anymore. No, 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 no. Welcome to another episode of the Question Live Show. Yes, indeed. We are in season 12. We are rolling out of season 12. So I decided I've been doing a lot of stuff. And very soon, you're going to see a lot of stuff that I've been doing. I just posted some stuff just now. One of the last thing that I just advertised, I am a cast member in that last thing that I just put up. If you miss it, then you just have to rewind the video. So I've been doing a lot of stuff. That's why I have not been here. Okay, I have not been here. I've been involved in a lot of stuff, but you're going to hear about all that good stuff very, very soon. And while that is the case, I am so glad to be showing up in this house again. So this is the Question Live Show. We try our best. We do our best. We don't try. We do our best to come to you almost every day. Tuesday to Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now we're in summer. Oh my goodness, see? I haven't seen you since so long. We're in the closing of season 12. The closing. So listen up. I hope you've been doing well. Okay? I gotta move this over. I gotta move this over. Hold on a second. I really hope you've been doing well. Like you have not seen me, but I really hope you've been doing well. Yes. And because I know that you're doing well, yeah, I've been doing well as well. Well as well. So this is the Question Live Show. This is where we come on in here, we jump in here with our creativity, and we highlight some creative stuff, and we talk about some stuff, and we elevate you, and we encourage you, and we empower you, and that's how we roll over here. So it is a great thing that we come over here, and we do a lot of celebration and also the stuff over here. So it is great to know that you are out there still, and I'm out here. Good. Now, as we talk about the Question Live Show, I'd like to let you know that on this show, we like to support each other because success is what we are going after, and no one cannot succeed by themselves. Absolutely nobody cannot succeed by themselves because no one can succeed by themselves. I ask you to come on in here and you support each other, right? Nobody. And when I say nobody, I mean not even the president or the prime minister. No world leader did not get where they are by themselves. So, like when you come on in here, we share a space and we say, come on in, grab your seat, take a seat, and just do your thing. We come on here and we like to highlight those who are celebrating things. We like to celebrate over here. That's for sure. We like to celebrate over on this side. We celebrate birthday, wedding, you met a boo, you got married, you're having a baby, all sort of things. Okay. We like to do all of that. So whatever it is that you're celebrating, we like to celebrate it with you. So come over here, say hi to us, and let me welcome you in the audience. If this is your first time coming in, please put in the comment section that it is your first time. First timers get all the sweet, 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 sweet welcome. They get all the loving and all that great, great stuff, right? And then, of course, if you are not first time, that means you've been here more than once. So that means you are a returning audience. And if you are a returning audience, of course, you know what we do. We welcome each other and we welcome those and let those who are coming in for the first time feel at home because this is home. This is home. This is where the heart is. This is where, yeah, this is where my heart is. This is, this is home for me. This is my baby. This is where I come in and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I want to talk to you before I go any further. Y'all see all this gray here? Y'all see this? So y'all know if you're new, we're in season 12. And you know, somewhere in the season, I did a big chop. And every time I cut it, it's coming back more. Every time I cut it, it's coming back faster and faster and faster, right? But every time it come back faster, I'm seeing more gray hair. So it's come back faster with gray hair. Anybody experiencing this kind of thing out there? But anywho, that's a distraction. But I'm just looking at this big patch right here. This patch been sitting here for a long, 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 long time. I'm like, well, let me tell you, it's not about getting old. It's about having more wisdom. Wisdom, right? So good. Anywho, that was not a part of what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when you come on in here, if you are first time, we love on you and we give you all the love. A little bit. I'm from a huge family, so when you come out in here, you come in as a new baby, and we give the new baby all the attention. So for those of you who've been here, you know what we do. We come out in there and we love on each other. We celebrate, and we just like ignite each other's passion and goals and talent. And we give birth to all. Now, you know that we like to celebrate over here. What we do when we celebrate over here, we celebrate birthday, anniversary, your boo's birthday, your children's birthday, your children's achievement, all sort of stuff over here. Now, I was trying to upload a video that someone sent me with their grandbaby. Who is this person? One of our VIP. We have VIPs over here. VIP, Theta, grandbabies. They have achieved great in school. Even the baby achieved great in school, and they got honored in church. And I was trying to upload. I did my best to find the video to upload it, and I don't know why it was not uploaded. But anywho, we want to say congratulations to VIP Theater's grandbabies girls. Yes, they doing excellent in school. We know about the big one, but the last one, she just started school and she getting on the roll already. Hello, that's what we're talking about over here. Again, my family huge. So we have birthdays and all sort of stuff, right? And if you're celebrating a birthday, come on in here, let us celebrate with you. I'm not calling no names on my family because my family is huge. And every month we have birthdays. Every month we have birthdays. Yes, darling, every month we have birthdays. And because every month we have birthdays, because every month we have birthday, I'd like to say shout out to all the family who are having birthday this month. Okay, go ahead, celebrate your birthday, do what you do, and let's move it. Now listen to me. Listen up here. Listen up. We are closing out season 12. And because we are closing out season 12, I want to say to you that it's been a ride. It's just been a journey. It's just been a journey. Okay. It's been a journey when we got in season 11. No, when we got in season 12, it has been a journey. I just kept going this way, that way, that's way, on the way. So it just been a journey in season 12. And season 12 is really it's like having a child. And when you have a child, What happened? The child turned one. You're like, oh my God, should I have a birthday party? Oh my God, what am I supposed to do for this birthday? Should I go to my? Should I? Are you? And that's it. That's happened in season 12. We're at the 12th season. So we're like, okay, should we continue? What we doing? Okay, we gotta continue. Okay, but no, you turned one. Okay, no, that you turned one. What happened? Right. So we go into all of these emotions in season 12. So I want to say to you, like tonight, I'm coming in. I'm like, listen, I'm coming in to just drop a few things to you because I'm going to be going again because I want to finish up what I'm doing and then I'm going to come back fully to you. But I want to just come in because we are in the beginning of December. And because we're in the beginning of December, I just want to come in and just drop a word to you. And then you're not going to see me again until maybe next week. Yeah, maybe next week. After next week, then I'll come. I hope. I'm planning to come back after next week when you see me again. Okay? So after next week, then we have back to it. We have now we're gonna rekindle our relationship. And as we rekindle our relationship, listen up here. But anywho, this while we're working on rekindling our relationship, just do what you do. Keep on doing. Don't stop what you're doing. Right? Don't stop what you're doing. Just keep on doing what you're doing because the more you do something, is the more something will happen. If you're not doing anything, if if you're not doing if you're not doing anything at all, I mean absolutely anything. Ah, excuse me. If you're not doing anything with yourself, then we need to talk because we don't believe in that. We believe when you show up and take action. And when you take action, what happened? It gives you great results because you cannot want something and you're not taking action. You cannot want to do something and you're not taking action. If you're not taking action, you're just a dreamer. And we don't believe in being a dreamer. We believe in dreaming turned into reality. And when our dreams become reality, then that will equal our success story. So we want to build our success story. And why we are here, we are here to say we are working together to build success story. Because when we build success story, you will add on to me, I add on to you, and our story will come into place. So let me tell you something. If you are showing up and you are not doing anything, what do you show? I have an intention, I have a dream, I have a vision, and you are not taking action, honey, you are not doing anything. And we don't support that over here. Absolutely. We support you when you come out up in here, you have an intention, and that's why over here we have VIPers because those VIPers, they come in, they take action, and when they take action, they earn a badge of a VIPer. Simple. Okay. So now I know you have not seen me here, and this is why I want to come in today. I want to talk about listening. Listen. Listen. Come on in and listen because I want to talk about me a little bit. I love to talk about me. Of course. Why would I not want to love to talk about me? I know my story well. So each time I tell you something about my story, it's because I know it. So a little bit about me, I like to tell you that I am from the farm. I grew up on the farm. My parents were farmers, and we do everything organic. Farming, the cattle, the animals, the food, the fruits, all of that. I grew up on that. So oftentimes when I come here, I like to use the analogy of farming. Why? Because it does make sense. It makes sense that I use the analogy of farming and apply it right here. So whether I apply to whatever the topic is or I apply just period, I like to let you know that I come on up in here and we're going to use it. Why? Because when we look at the concept of life, everything that we do in life is about planting something. When we show up somewhere, we are planting something. When we speak something, we are planting something. When I'm like waving to you, I am planting something. So I'd like to say to you that planting something is the analogy that I oftentimes use. And when I often use it, guess what happens? It makes sense. Yes, it does. It makes sense. So whatever makes sense to us, that is how we gonna work it. It's like using this. I show up here. I don't know who's gonna show up, but that's beside the point. The point is, I show up and I'm planting a seed. And when I plant a seed, I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting around to see if that seed is gonna sprout up. No, I'm planting the seed and I'm gonna like, I see you maybe next week. Where I'm gonna make sure that no scavenger pick that up because I'm gonna keep on watching, but I'm not gonna just sit and don't do nothing. I'm gonna go somewhere else and I'm gonna plant another grain somewhere because it's all about planting a seed or a grain. So you might not see me, but somewhere I'm planting again because I believe in the harvest. So when I say listen up, are you listening for the abundance? Are you listening? Are you listening for your purpose calling you? Are you listening? Uh-huh. Are you listening? So listen up. Are you listening for all the opportunities? You might not be hearing somebody calling you on the phone. It's like, hello, I do have an opportunity for you. But guess what? Opportunities are everywhere, every single where. Whatever it is that you want to do, opportunities somewhere. You see, I oftentimes talk about, yeah, I do. I oftentimes talk about people and stories. Why? Because these are stories that I experienced. So when I show up, I'm not just making up a story. I'm telling you a story that I've experienced. All right, let's do this. Let's do this tonight. You want to do something. You wish to do something. You dream of doing something. You desire to do something. You see anything that we do over here? There are three. We use the F word over here. So as I go on, I'm going to use the F word. Okay, we use F word over here, and because we use F word over here, if you don't want to hear them, you can go. We use faith, fun, and family over here. Mhm. You see, it's faith. When we desire to do something, it is faith. It is faith in God. God is just the higher version of you. That is who God is. God is a higher version of you. You call God got so many different names because there's so many nations around the world. Okay? So many nations. So your nation might say blah. My nation say ah. Okay? But God is a greater version of us. And when we acknowledge that there is a God, we are acknowledging that we have a greater version of us. So let us not minus the fact that there is a God in all nations. There is a God. And when we are showing up to portray the image of love and kindness, caring and compassion, right? So when we talk about the F word, we're talking about our faith. We're talking about the faith that we need to apply, right? We need to apply this faith and know that this faith is what make us reach our destiny. It is the faith that we have that take us through the journey of reaching our purpose. It is taking us to build our success story. If we don't have it, we're gonna like, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. And you know what happened with that? We keep on saying we want to do something, but we focus so much on money. Money and faith is not the same thing. Mm-mm. Let us clear this right now. Money and faith is not the same thing. Faith is you seeing the thing, you're seeing it happen, you're visualizing it, you're smelling it, you're tasting it, you're doing all of this, you see the very thing. Give you an example. Say, for instance, you want to travel across the world, you want to travel out of your country, out of your city. You see, you're like, oh, I want to travel. Well, guess what? You start saying, I don't have no money. You just diminish your faith. I believe God is going to let me travel, right? You just diminish your faith. So we believe in faith because it is a faith that I have, and it's a faith that I increase as I go on, all the way now to season 12. It is the faith that I had that started out like this. This faith, let me tell you, we had 358 episodes. 358. When I started episode 1, what faith? Faith? No. Faith was not a part of my mouth. Even if it was like, ooh, 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 ooh. My faith was just like bouncing. It was just like bouncing. It was like on a rocket. It was on a tennis court. Bop, 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 bop. It was like on a basketball court. Bop, 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 bop. That was my faith. My faith was not stabilized. Because I'm like, I don't know, I want to do this. This is not what I want to do. This is scary. This is not. Episode 2, I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna be here for 5 minutes and I'm gonna shut off my camera, I'm gonna be gone. But my faith had to increase in such a way that I got right here to 358 episodes, because 358 episodes, it is not a joke. No, not a joke. It is absolutely not a joke to do 358 episodes. Okay, I might not be here every day that I said. I know I started out with just one day, and then I got increased to 4 days, 5 days. I got increased to 5 days, and I know I have not been here all 5 days up lately. Maybe it's the summer, because a lot been happening. And it's okay if a lot is happening, take some time and breathe. Okay. It is okay to give yourself a break. It is okay to pull back. It is okay to say, okay, this is getting over the top. Pull back. So it is the same faith that I had that's increasing to 358 episodes that allow me to show up here today. I'm like, listen here. Yeah, listen up. Okay. You cannot desire something and you're not putting faith in the creator. The creator is the one that's responsible for you. See, I get up, okay? Because we're going to stay in faith for a while. I get up. I didn't get up by myself. When I woke up by myself. And no alarm clock woke me up. And no car sound outside woke me up. No. No spouse, no children, no me going to work, nothing, none of that woke me up. Why I woke up? Because God chose to woke me up. God chose, and like, I'm gonna wake you up, girl. Okay. So you see, when I wake up with excitement, because when I wake up, I'm like, you woke me up. Now, what we going to do? You are responsible for me. And because you are responsible for me, anything that I so desire, I'm coming back to you. Because I didn't ask you to wake me up, and you woke me up. The simple means you are responsible for me. Okay? That is what you call faith. That is how you utilize your faith. And you get up in there and you're like, listen, I desire to do this. If it's in God's will, then guess what's going to happen? You're going to get it done. I desire to have this amount of money. It's not God. God probably not going to give you the money, because God probably like, you don't know how to save. You don't know how to spend. You're going to squander. And God's like, I'm not going to give you the money. Have you ever thought of that? Have you ever thought about why you're asking God for a certain amount of money and you're not getting it? Listen up. Listen here. Okay? God is a God of wonders. God is a God of amazing things. God is a God of truth. God is a God of pureness. Okay? So let me tell you, you might be like, why God is not giving me the money? God, you see that I want money to do it. I was like, I gave you $2. And you didn't even know what to do. You squandered the $2 and begging for another 50 cents. So no, not now. Let me work you out. Let me straighten you out, and then we work on this money. Right? But whatever is it that we so desire, it is considered utilizing our faith and go back to the one that's responsible and like, you woke me up. So it is the faith. It's my faith that allow me to get here. Like, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I got this. All right, God got me. All right, good. Good. So now that we established that F word, the F word, that's faith. Let me get into the other one. The other one is family. Now you are my family. You didn't know that? Yes, we are one. Absolutely, we are one. You are my family. If you're new on this channel, even if you just watch one short, if you watch one short video, if you like one post, you became family automatically. If you make a comment, you become family automatically. And when you become family, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to treat you like family, and I'm going to show up for you. Because I told you, I'm from a huge family. When I say huge, I mean huge. I mean huge, okay? Like huge. So when you come on in here, you are not doing anything else but adding on to my family. You're expanding my family. And what great way to do? to get through life is to have an expansion, have an expanded mindset, have an expanded heart, have an expanded just perception of life. When we have an expansion of mentality, we will see that our family is getting bigger and bigger and bigger by the minute. And it's not your biological family, your family, your world, the world, people across the globe, your globally universal family, just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And that is the whole point of us. That's why God created us. God created us in a way to say, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. What does that simply mean? It simply means that when we work together as family, we're going to have fuss, we're going to have fight, we're going to have love, we're going to have all sort of stuff. And when we have all sort of things, we're going to we're still family. Okay. You get used to this family, then you go over there, you get used to the other family. They're like, okay, I don't want this family. I'm good. You just can't want your family. Okay. You just might we're not getting along. So you just go to the other family. We're not getting along. You just go to the other family. Family are universal, right? So when you come out in here and God said, be fruitful, multiply, replenish your herd. What God is basically saying that you take your gifts, you take your talents, you take your dreams, your vision, you bring it on to somebody, you find a connection, you build a connection. And when you build a connection, you multiply those gifts and talents and you work on them and you replenish your herd so the earth can spring up and bring forth fruit, bring forth abundance, bring forth opportunity. So what? The next generation coming, they can see a path to go through. If we're not creating a path, then we are sitting here on our gifts and our talents, and we are disappointing God. Okay? There's somebody went in front of us. Somebody paved the way for us. We are all on a journey. The journey is called life, but their path, and somebody paved that way for our path to be laid down. Why? Because life is about we working together. We didn't just get up, bam, boom, and we're just here. No, somebody paved the way. And I often that if you are new here, and if you are not new, then you often don't hear me talk about Oprah. I talk about Oprah. Why do I talk about Oprah so much? Why do I talk about Ellen? Why I talk about Steve Harvey? Why I talk about these people? Because these are people that paved the way for me to sit right here. Why I talk about Tyler Perry? Because these are people that paved the way for me to sit here. Well, mostly Oprah. The reason why I talk about Oprah is because if you don't know, I'm from Jamaica. I am a native of the most beautiful place in the world. And when I came into this country, when I migrated to the United States of America, the first person I saw on the screen was Oprah Winfrey. And I'm like, oh my God, how did she get over there? And she just captivate the crowd and she just ignite the crowd and she was just going. And I'm like, who is this? How did she get over on the other screen? How am I watching TV and this lady's over there? She just having a blast of her time. No, I didn't want to be Oprah. But I always have it in me to empower somebody else. I always have it in me to inspire somebody else. This is something I've been doing. If you've been here, you hear my story. I talk about my story as a little girl who been empowering, inspiring, sharing, caring about people since I was like this big. Okay. So when I saw Oprah, I'm like, oh my God, how did she get over there? I would like to do that one day. Right? So I talk about Oprah. And then I watched Oprah and I'm like, I'm going to learn from this lady. And there was not a day that I missed Oprah Winfrey Show. That's what it was called, the Oprah Winfrey Show. Every day I would go to school, I would come back, I'm watching Oprah Winfrey. Go to school, come back, I'm watching Oprah Winfrey. I was watching something, but I was watching Oprah Winfrey. And I was just like, yay. And all these people come on and they tell their stories and they were just going. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I love me some Oprah. And then Oprah came off the air. But Oprah got something else going on. Just to let you know, Oprah got something else going on. Oprah will always have something going on because what Oprah got a mindset, Oprah perception of life is not to settle in one era. Oprah mentality is not to plant only one grain of corn and just leave it. Okay. Oprah is like, I'm planting, I'm replenishing the earth, and I'm just gonna go. Yeah. When Oprah did the school in Africa, I'm like when Oprah did the school in Africa, I'm like, oh my God, like Oprah, you got an entire village. That was like an entire village. I'm like, what? Like recently, I'm still Oprah. I'm still following Oprah. Oh, I'm still watching you. You know, a couple of the girls from that school graduated from university, and I'm like, I remember when one of them went, what was going to an awards. I mean, and then this little one, I think the little one, he graduated from university. I'm like, oh my God, how did this happen? I just remember when Oprah got job. But beside the point is what I'm trying to make is that we should work together. I'm not saying that I'm working with Oprah, but I'm saying we should work together. But I'm working with the concept that Oprah put out there, that she planting a seed, that she's replenishing the earth. And I might not be working personally with Oprah, but I'm working with the concept. I'm working with the concept that I have as a farmer's daughter, and the concept that I saw when I came here, that hey, if I put those two together, you'll just never know. So when I show up here, I show up like, and I talk about Oprah almost every time I show up here. And I show up, and then as I watch Oprah, then there was Sally Raphael, if you've been on here, if you knew about Sally Raphael. And then there was um Ricky Lake. And then as we go along, go along, and then we move on up. And then we start seeing now, we're seeing Sherry Shepherd, then we're seeing Jennifer Hudson, we're seeing Tamron Hall, we're seeing Steve Harvey, then we're seeing, um, Judge Mathis. We've seen all these people out there, and I'm like, hey, I like y'all. I like what I'm seeing because it's showing that if we show up every single day and they said that there's no seat around the table for us to fit, simply mean we can carry our own chair. I oftentimes say, if you don't have your own chair and your own table that they say that you cannot sit around the table and there's no seat for you, you put your bottom on the floor, you sit on the floor. And listen, now I realize this after so many years, they got folding chairs and folding tables. So anywhere you go, you walk with your own folding table and your own folding chair. And if it cannot fit in the room, you sit down on the floor. And if you cannot sit down, you stand up. Go right here by here, right there, right there, and you stand up. And when you stand up, you're going to learn a thing or two, because when you learn a thing or two, that is how your success story going to come into place. So do not put yourself into the predicament. Do not put yourself into a limitation to say that I don't have money, so I can't accomplish this. I don't have money, so I can't go here. Do not lower your standard. Okay? Do not lower your standard. So good. So now that you're family and we have this family talk, yeah, come on, sit right here because we like to have family talk. And this is family talk. Do not cry. No. I just talked to my sister and that. Like, why you keep on crying that you don't have money? We were not created to use the word don't, because when we use the word I don't, we are literally wiping out everything and using the word don't. Don't simply mean that we are lacking. We don't have anything. Okay. Don't simply mean it's a negative. It's a minus. So when we say I do have, I might not have the amount of money that I wish to have, right? But when we say I don't is literally like choking your gifts and your talent, and it's pushing you back into a place of lack. We were created to live in abundance. We were created to prosper. We were created to flourish. We were created to have wealth. Okay. But when we start saying, I don't have money. And then you put a period right there. Who told you to put a period right there? No, I don't have the amount of money yet. You see what I'm saying? I don't have the amount of money yet. When we put I don't have the amount of money yet, simply mean that yet is giving you that open door to say, I am going to have that money, and therefore you will not be using I don't anymore. I do have the money to bless somebody. I do have the money to bless somebody. And the more you do that, because what happened, you're drawing that magnet to say, I do have the money to bless somebody. I might not have it now, but I am going to have it. And when I get it, I'm going to be blessing somebody. But again, God already know what's going to happen to the amount of money that is like you asking for $1 million. That is like, I know what you're going to do with $1 million. I can't give it to you right now. Family, I'm holding a conversation with you. Listen up, listen up. Because sometimes you're hearing me, but you're not listening. Listen is literally saying that when I'm not even saying anything, you're hearing it. You're listening. You're listening to the words that I'm not even speaking. That's what listening is all about. Okay. So you're listening like, oh, I'm hearing you. I'm here. No, I want you to listen. I want you to listen to my heart. I want you to listen to my heart. I want you to listen to your own heart. When you listen to your heart, it makes a difference. It makes a big, big difference when we listen to when you listen to your heart, right? So I say to you, we're doing family talk right about now. Listen up, family. We're doing family talk right about now. So when you come on in this room, we are going to talk about family. We're going to talk about the things that family go through. We're going to talk about all that stuff. So rather you have family, and I'm telling you, if you so desire to do something, don't just stuck on limitation that you don't have. Do not limit yourself with I don't have. Right? When you limit yourself to that, I don't have, the lack becomes bigger. I'm just saying. So that's the F word that we use over here, family, and family come on in here, we have family talk. The next F word, F word, yeah. The next F word that we use over here, is for fun. We like to have. Yes, we do. We like to have fun over here. We show people we're gonna have fun. We celebrate when we celebrate each other. That's fun. Okay. We like to celebrate each other in a fun way. We like to support each other in a fun way. So when you show up, we like to have fun. Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. We like to have fun. So whenever you want to have fun, hey, we over here. We're like, excuse me. We sit here. We talk about this. I will talk about that. But I tell you what, when we like to cheer, we cheer each other on. Yep. Uh-oh. We like to cheer each other on because when we cheer for each other, it is a form of support. And I told them that if you don't support me, I don't support you. We're not supporting each other. Nobody's growing because that's what we were created for, to support each other. So when we come on up in here, come with my cheerleading squad. Where is it? It's my cheerleading squad. We come on up in here and we celebrate you, right? And when we celebrate you, we want you to celebrate yourself. We want you to show up and we want you to have so much fun. Okay? Okay. We want you to have so much fun when you come on in the room, right? Because that's what we do over here. But anywho, now, like we said, listen up here, people. The sound of abundance is flowing. And the more we diminish ourselves, the more we keep on minimizing ourselves, the more we minimize our purpose, the more we minimize our gifts and our talents, our dreams and our vision, is the less of the harvest we will receive. This is the season of harvest. And the season of harvest is going to be finished in the next how many days? 20 something. What about days? Today's what? The 3rd of, my goodness. Today is the 3rd of December. The harvest is going to finish on December 31st. Yeah. Have you been reaping? Listen up here. If you have not been reaping for this entire 2024, simply mean you didn't plant anything. It's just that simple. Listen to me right about now. If you are not reaping anything in this 2024, you're not making no mark, you're not making no great impact, you're not showing up, you're not taking action, you're not being involved, you're not supporting, you're not doing anything for 2024 thus far, you didn't plant anything. And the harvest is about to close. Because when we get to 2025, 2025 is the spillover of what happened in 2024. So if you are in 2024 and you just did not reap anything, you have accomplished nothing, you can't put a check mark like in school. And listen, I like to talk about me like in school, growing up in Jamaica, they probably do it here. I believe they do. You go to school and you got something correct, they put a little check mark. Check mark simply mean you got it correct. Okay? So what are you checking off on your checklist? What are you checking off? Because right now we are in the holiday season. And many of you probably just thinking, stressing like, what am I going to buy for Christmas? Oh my God, what am I going to get for Christmas? What am I buying for Christmas? But what are you getting for yourself? What have you accomplished for yourself thus far? Hmm? What have you accomplished thus far for yourself? But you're thinking about, what am I going to buy for Christmas? Christmas is the next couple. Christmas is coming. More 25 more days. Christmas is here. 50 more days. It's going to be Christmas and this and that. And Christmas. And right, and you're going back and forth with Christmas is going. But how many of you know? It's not about Christmas is coming. It's what have you done thus far that said that you're in the harvest. Because Christmas is gonna come, and the little bit of, if you have little bit of money, it's gonna be going in Christmas. If you have a lot of money, it's gonna be going in Christmas. Because spending is Christmas is gonna draw your attention to spend, and you're gonna spend in Christmas, right? So we believe in you showing up. We believe in you showing up in the harvest, and when you show up in the harvest, you make an impact. Right? You make an impact. And when you make an impact, what is going to happen? When you make an impact, what is going to happen in the harvest? You are going to reap. So if you're out there right now, you show up and the abundance is rolling, it's just going. The abundance, the time of abundance is now, and it's rolling, 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 rolling. The time of opportunity is showing up. Like everywhere you turn, opportunity is popping. Like you cannot tell me that there's no opportunity for you. No, I refuse to accept that. Like I refuse to say that there's no opportunity. Like every time I turn, there should be an open opportunity for me to plant a seed, for me to reap a harvest, for me to help somebody else, for me to be kind, for me to be loving. Let me tell you, there's always an opportunity to do good. There's always an opportunity to do something positive. Always, because my good could be your bad could be my good, right? My right could be your wrong could be my right, right? So there's always an opportunity to make a difference in somebody else's life. Always. Even in your own. Even in your own life, there's always an opportunity. Always. So why would we end 2024 and we don't have an harvest? It's just beside me. Why would we end 2024 and we are not reaping abundance? Why would we end 2024 and we are not looking for a spillover? We hear this before. Serve from your overflow. Serve from your overflow. But see, I serve not from my overflow. I serve from what I have. Because I told you the story where my mother shared my breakfast, and I took some out of my breakfast and I shared it. And from me sharing that, the class started to share. More classmates started to share until we became the sharing class. Right? So you don't have to wait for an overflow to share. But I'm telling you, every opportunity that you get, make it an opportunity to invest, to plant, to wait, to pray, to believe, to increase your faith so you can reap the benefit. Did I believe that until today, since I was probably in the fourth grade, third or fourth grade, would you believe until this day, one of the classmates, we're still close. We're still coming today. What I thought I would have been this far in life? No, because I never thought that I would be at this time in my life. I know, absolutely not. I never thought I would be at this age. I never thought I would be here. Okay. So when I could look and say, Everything that you get an opportunity to do it. That is good. That which is good and perfect, do it. Because who would have thought the same classmate, one of the classmates that I shared with, that years later, that you never thought you would meet this years later, you would bump into that one classmate, that you would spend time with that classmate, that you would be going out celebrating birthdays with that classmate, you would be going partying with that classmate, you'd be creating new memories with that classmate. Who would have told me that? Nobody. Because I wouldn't believe it. I would have never under the sun believed that. So I am encouraging you to go out there, plant, plant as much as you can. And right now, we were supposed to plant since 2024 to since 2020. So we had 4 years of planting: 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. When we get to 2024, that which we planted over there and the beginning of 2024, that is what we supposed to be reaping right now. We all the time wait. We sit there and wait like, I planted that, I don't see nothing happening. Oh, well, nothing is happening. It's not growing. Oh, wait. No. And that's the reason why the mentality of lack will be your friend. So we call you out of that. We call you out of that mentality of lack. And we call it into a place of abundance, because I could hear the sound of abundance. I could hear the sound of new opportunity. I could hear the sound of restarting something. I could hear the sound of rebouncing. I could hear the sound of my bounce back muscle. I could hear the sound of saying, your lack is not far, is far gone. I could hear that sound. I could hear it because I'm listening to it. That's wiggling and saying, listen, your abundance is coming and your harvest is coming. Your harvest is at the spill over right about now. Your harvest, you're about to spill over into a new area. Your harvest is about to spill over into an abundance so wide that you will replenish the earth. Because when we desire something, you see, my heart desires to replenish this earth. My heart desires never to give up on myself. My heart desire is to never give up on my gifts and my dreams and my vision. No, my desire is like, listen to me, God. You put me here to make a mark, and I'm going to make this mark. So every single time that I show up for myself. And I will show up for myself over and over and over again. I will show up for myself, right? I will keep on showing up. So every single time that you have a desire, show up for yourself. Show up with an intention. Show up with an expectation, and show up and take action. Do not leave yourself out of the equation. Because when you leave yourself out of the equation, you won't have time to stop and listen to what God is saying. You won't have time to stop and listen to yourself. You won't have time to stop and listen to anybody else. Because you know what? There's so many people out there who believe that they are so self-sufficient, that they are so self-absorbed, that everything they say is about them. Everything that they say is like, I did it myself. I did it myself. You cannot do anything by yourself. So I'm going to leave you with this. Take some time to go into a place of listening. Listening from in here. Sometimes the mind just be going, and then you don't get to listen from the mind. Listen from in here, and when you're listening from the inside, no, the truth only lies with your heart. Listen and listen closely to the abundance that's calling your name. So have you heard that your name is attached to abundance? Have you heard that your name is attached to prosperity? Have you heard that your name is attached to greatness? Well, if you have not heard, tonight you heard it right in the Question Live Show. So, with that said, I'm going to leave you tonight a little bit earlier than usual. So, thank you so much for popping in, and I'm glad to be here, glad to be home. Talk to you soon. I told you we might not be here. I have to finish up some stuff. So when I show up, just hit the notification. If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you have not hit the notification bell to know when I go live, then hit it now. Because when I go live, I might not give an announcement of when I go live. Anywho, before I go, I wanted to pay attention to this advertisement. If you are in the tri-state area, this is something that is inviting to you that you must attend. Make sure your 2024 leave you in awe, having this great theater experience. If you're not in the tri-state area and you would like to travel to New York, then guess what's going to happen? And you would like to travel to New York for either one of these days to experience this great excitement in Harlem. Now, if you are not in New York and you would like to come to that, then you let me know. Let me work out your travel plans. Let me work this out for you. Let me put it in the spot. Let me travel up for you and let me put you into the highlight that you got travel to see this, right? Let nobody tell that you can't travel to come see the show, honey. This is the show that you should be seeing to end 2024. Okay, so I put it up again. So if you are out there, you're not in New York, you're not in the tri-state area, and this show is calling your name because I know it's calling your name. Okay, because it's gonna be inviting, excitement, amazing dance and theater and music and acrobats. And it's like circus plus theater and theater plus family and family plus fun. All of that in one thing. So again, if you are in the tri-state area and you have not purchased, you have not reserved your spot, not purchased, if you have not reserved your seat on this, look, here, each that's Saturday and Sunday, you got 3 shows. So pick a time, show up, get your ticket right here. And you see all of this excitement. Look at that. 50 humans, 30 robots, 20 artists, 3 zones. Come on, somebody. Again, if you are not in the tri-state area and you would like to attend this, just let me know. I'll work it out for you. I'll work out your travel plans. Come on now. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next go around. Bye for now.